let's get right into what's going on. A group of young men moved into Pleasant View. Unlike his housemates, Quail Meat hadn't found a job yet. When he wasn't looking for a job, he spent his time at the park, meeting people and making connections. This is where he met Augrotten Tator. They hit it off, and it seemed like the beginning of a beautiful friendship. Meanwhile, Poe talked to his daughter Scallopt. He wanted to encourage her to try harder in life. To him, it seemed that she had no enthusiasm for going to college. She said that college just wasn't for her. Scallop listened attentively to her father. She knew she should tell her father the truth. She was worried about him and her mom. They were advancing in age before her very eyes, and if she left home, there might not be anyone to take care of them. Sure, Augrotten was there now, but she didn't plan to stay with them. Scallop had no choice but to remain at home. As if the sim god wanted to prove his point, Poe started a fire in the kitchen just as her mother had a few days earlier. There was no way she could leave home now. Scallop was developing feelings for her friend Renaud, and not going to college would also mean that she could spend more time with him after she graduated. Renaud visited often. It seemed as if he liked Scallop beyond friendship. Maybe he was just too shy to say so. She had other guy friends who dropped by as well. For Marilena, things seemed the same. Poe always told her interesting stories, and that hadn't changed. And even in the later years of their marriage, there was still that zing a ding ding. But much time had passed. It was clearer than ever as Scallop became an adult. They were getting on in years. Not long after they met, Quail invited Augrotten over to meet his housemates and to hang out. They were all very nice, but one of them was just her type. He had red hair and a vibrant personality. They had a lot in common. She was a police officer, and he was a private investigator. They liked music and so many other things. Before long, everyone had gone to bed, and it was just the two of them, chatting like they had known each other forever. Poe practiced his pool moves while his wife worked out. She had been feeling tired and anxious all the time, and in her mind, riding the stationary bike relieved some of that stress. Poe was worried about her, but there wasn't much he could do. They were getting old, and there were no more wishes to make that could give them back that spark of youth.